Hey, what's up, guys? Meteorologist Doug Hetty. It is a Wednesday afternoon. More rain is going to be rolling in as we go through the afternoon into the evening hours, but we have struggled here in the four-state area so much. Ever since last summer, we just got torched with that drought. And it did get a lot better along and south of the I-44 corridor, where if you live south of I-44, you're pretty much caught up. It's still a little bit behind, but southeast Kansas, northeast Oklahoma is still really hurting. So first off, this is part of the pattern that we are in. One, we've been in a La Nina. We just switched to an El Nino. But 3 years of La Nina, that usually gives us this type of weather. Then on top of that, you throw the actual pattern, the LRC Hetty pattern, and it just causes some issues. In April, we've actually had, in the four-state area, we've already had 9 severe weather events, but they've been very scattered events. So we haven't had widespread heavy rain. So that has been a huge problem. But we do have some rain in the forecast. We're going to look at the long-range forecast today and go through the next couple weeks as things will start to change. First off, huge shout out to my boys, Superior Roofing and Construction, four-state premier roofing contractor, family-owned and operated, located 7th and High Street. They did my roof. Have them do yours, especially in severe weather season when we get so many events with hail, wind, all that wonderful stuff. All right, so first off, we're going to start with a weather question today. Why aren't we seeing a break in severe weather? Again, we've had 9 events, but we haven't had any this week. This is our first week in several weeks that we haven't had some severe weather in the four-state area, even though we've had showers. And the biggest reasoning for that is we're in a blocking pattern. So it's the same pattern. It's just like a little twist up in the pattern. So we're still getting the same storm systems in here on time, but we are seeing just a little bit of a tweak in our upper levels. And I can show you this. So this is our upper level pattern. So we're going all the way into Sunday. Way up here in the parts of Canada, we have this high pressure. So it sends the jet stream above the high, or we get lows cutting underneath the high, and we get this northwesterly flow. And that's why we've been cooler for the past 5 or 6 days. But it also blocks up from many big storm systems out west, driving into the region. Now, as we go through the next week, we still have somewhat of this blocking pattern, but it does break down a little bit. So we'll start to get severe weather chances back into the region. We do have a severe weather threat, big threat today, but this is down south across parts of Texas, mainly from Abilene to Dallas to Waco into eastern parts of Texas. And this is mainly going to be, this will be a tornado threat, but also very large hail threat and wind threat as we go through the evening hours. We do have just kind of light rain across Kansas, Oklahoma, into parts of Arkansas, and this is shoving toward the four-state area, but it's also going to kind of weaken as it rolls in. You can see showers, maybe a couple random booms of thunder once you get down toward Tulsa, but let's take a little tour here. You can see this is all light, pretty light, some pockets of moderate rain from Dodge City, south of Wichita, is getting in toward Independence, and then eventually through northeastern Oklahoma, and even Joplin will get some light rain showers as we go through the evening hours. Heavier once you get down through eastern parts of Oklahoma. And then, of course, Texas is going to be the target zone as we go through the afternoon hours for us today. All right, so let's go through time. Here's 4:30 p.m. Showers continuing eastern Oklahoma into western parts of Arkansas. And then once you get north of I-44, it's very light, very scattered. And those are the areas north of I-44 that really need to get the rain. Kind of breaks up as we go through the evening hours. We still have a batch that rolls across parts of Arkansas. But notice what's going on back through Kansas and Oklahoma. This is kind of an upper level low. So this blows up showers again for us by the time we head into the morning hours. So this is going to be a little bit more widespread from Wichita, Joplin, Springfield, Tulsa, Oklahoma City, getting at least light showers late tonight through Thursday morning. And then once we get into Thursday afternoon, it pushes east into south central parts of Missouri, down through parts of Oklahoma, and we get a little bit of a break. But look at the temps. They're pretty chilly. 59 Joplin, 64 in Kansas City, 62 in Wichita, Oak City. High temp is 62, and all of us should be into the 70s for this time of the year. All right, let's go into Friday. Here comes our next wave, and this should have been a big severe weather outbreak. But again, because of that blocking pattern, it got shoved above that high instead of kind of rolling across the Rockies, it's just not going to have the upper level dynamics, which I guess is good, but it's not going to have much moisture. So we're just going to get a few showers across Kansas and then Missouri as we go through Friday evening. Maybe a few showers popping up into Saturday morning, and that is just about it. So the overall trend here is, yeah, there's some rain chances over the next few days, but most of us aren't going to see heavy beneficial rain. All right, so let's go down the road here. Showers continue this week. Thunderstorms mid to late next week. That's when we could get a severe threat back. So that's kind of May 4th, May 5th. And then, so we're going to have that low severe threat next week. Now, the week of the 14th, we'll have a few rounds of severe weather. We should have 2 threats of severe weather. So things are going to start to pick back up as we go into May. It's going to turn more Mayish, but at least the first week of May, we're still going to have some issues with this blocking pattern. But we really need some widespread, heavy amounts of rain. That's what we're going to be hoping for as we get into the next month. I have started looking at the summer, so I'll put a forecast together for that, kind of when we're going to have those really hot and dry spells, because unfortunately we are going to have some drought issues again as I've been looking at this. And we got some hot temperatures coming, especially the second half of July. So I'll kind of break down that forecast over the next couple weeks. But if you have any questions, comments, leave them in the comment section below. Hope you guys have a great Wednesday afternoon.